Hello everybody, Toast Bomb here today to give you guys a second update on the game that I have been making. Now the reason there hasn't been any of these really updates coming out recently is because I'm kind of in this awkward stage right now where I don't really have a lot to show because I'm not really working on content. Rather, I'm just figuring out the workflow and the pipeline that is needed to get stuff into UDK, the game engine that I'm using, and getting it all working and figuring some of that stuff out. And unfortunately, it does take a long time to do that. I'm not super experienced with UDK, which, for those that don't know, is the Unreal development kit, which is basically, well, not quite the same. There's some really minor differences between the engine that was used for some of the Gears of War games, but it's essentially the same engine that was used for the Gears of War games, the most recent Unreal Tournament game, and a lot of other games. There are tons of games, like Fable Anniversary, that came out, and that used the Unreal technology. There are tons of games that run off of this engine. And there is a indie version available that I can use and I can learn from, and it's really awesome and really cool, but it is pretty nitpicky on how certain things are set up and how you have to arrange them, and learning that stuff takes a while, but once you do get it down, it is pretty quick. So that's sort of the phase that I'm in right now, is doing that. So that's why there's gameplay and I'm not really showing you any sort of concept art or anything like that, because I haven't been working on it. But I have been thinking about names. I haven't workshopped it a lot in my head yet, but I definitely know that I want to focus on something that's a pretty short name. Maybe 1 or 2 words. Right now, I'm kind of thinking Delta. I think Delta is a pretty cool name. It's quick, it's easy to say, kind of like similar to Halo, where you just say, hey, we're going to play some Halo. And you know you're talking about it. It's not like Call of Duty. I really don't really like that name, and most people just end up pronouncing it COD, because Call of Duty is just so long-winded. So I wonder, what do you guys think of the name Delta? I think it sounds pretty cool. If you guys have any suggestions on names, then please let me know. Or if you have feedback on the name Delta, then let me know and post those in the comments. And then, of course, like on all of these videos, if you have any suggestions for anything, it could be the weirdest idea in the world, if you think it would be cool to put into this game, then totally let me know down in the comments. If it's a game mode, if it's a weapon, if it's a map, if it's anything, just let me know. And I read every single one of them, so even if I don't respond, which I do respond to quite a few of them, then you can guarantee that I did read that and it went into my eyes and into my brain. So anyways, that'll pretty much be it for this one. I know not a lot in here, but again, giving you guys an opportunity. Give me suggestions. What do you guys think of the name? What do you guys think of Delta? Do you think that's cool? Do you think that's lame? Do you like longer names even? You could comment on that. Do you like the idea of having sort of like a 1 to 2 word name? Do you think that's cool? Or do you like something that's a little longer or something like that? I just want to get an idea of what people think sounds good and what people think sounds cool. Now, also, I know that giving suggestions for things like game types and game modes or gameplay mechanics or whatever is kind of hard when you can't really see the game. You don't know what it's going to be, and basically at this stage right now, it's just a thing in my mind. I'm just imagining how I want this thing to look like and how it's going to be. And I could sit here and make a really long video and try to explain what this game is going to be and paint a word picture, but unfortunately that doesn't really translate perfectly into other people's heads, so I don't think it would be that effective. So really, all I guess I can say, until there's really some sort of gameplay or some sort of playable game that I can show you guys, is that it's going to be somewhat similar to Halo, and it's going to kind of have that Halo feel, or at least that's what I'm going to be shooting for. It might totally morph into something different as I start creating the game and finding different things that would be cool based on either your suggestions or just play testing by myself or with other people. So I'm sorry, that is sort of a loose thing to go off of, but at this stage that's kind of the best I can do right now. So anyways, I look forward to continuing to work on this. I'm super excited to get it up and running because I'm pretty close to figuring out the pipeline for all this stuff so I can really start getting things in there and programming weapons and all of that stuff. So anyways, that will be it for this one. If you guys like the video, you can leave a like or a comment, or if you want to see more of these updates, make sure to subscribe, or you can also follow me on Twitter, and the link is in the description there, and I sometimes post little smaller updates on what's kind of happening, the status of the game, maybe some screenshots, stuff like that. So if you want to see a little bit more about that, then follow me on Twitter, and you'll get some updates there. So anyways, that'll be it for this one. See you later. Bye.